Hello everybody, Owen Azuris here, and I promised last week that we would look some more at Hades Star, and that is what we're doing today. So I've been playing for about a week off and on. As you can see, when I left the game, I earned 635 credits from shipment deliveries. So the credits, as before, are these things I now have 2,353 of. And as you upgrade your planets, you can hold more and more credits. And then my miners go and mine this hydrogen, which seems to be kind of used if I need to do stuff with my ships to get them to launch quicker, things like that. I use hydrogen, and I'll give you an example right here. So I have a miner. He's currently stationed at this area. So I'm going to send him to this area here. And as you see from the check mark, I can either wait 10 seconds, or I can go and hit the check mark, spend a piece of hydrogen, and he will instantly deploy. And he'll mine the 50 hydrogen and then bring it back to me. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel that out. I still have my 3 transport ships. This is the main way you earn currency in the game. So originally when I played this game, the person who told me about it said it was like EVE Online. It's not. And a lot of websites also pick up and say it's like EVE Online. It's not really anything like EVE Online, because you're more managing an empire here rather than going in doing an individual ship. And when I left off last week, I thought it looked kind of like Clash of Clans, that you're going and building up a base, and while you're away, your bases go and store stuff. You come back, and hopefully you haven't been raided, and that you go and just click on your planets and get stuff. But the main way you get stuff is actually kind of micromanaging these ships here. So I hit my transport, and I'm going to go ahead and do the reward there so I can see where I'll make the most money. So, Canopus 1, or Calipus 1, and get 43, and I have 2 areas here. So actually, yeah, this will get me the most money. And every hour you can get more shipments. I could also pay premium currency to go ahead and have it refresh the shipments now. But I haven't had to do that so far. And select my destination, it's going to go there. I'll go ahead and speed it up. Go to my next transport. See what they have on this planet. These 2 seem to be earning me the most money. Go ahead and send them. And the game is nice that it kind of highlights the place I want to send this transport to. Makes it easy. And as far as I can tell, planets don't specialize in anything. If you ever played some games where you transport materials like Railroad Tycoon, Transport Tycoon, things like that, where one of my planets might produce something that's in demand other places in the galaxy, but nothing like that I've detected so far. Let's go to Messalin here, and it's right up there. And on my previous video, someone asked if there is any player versus player. From what I have read, there is, but a week into this game, I have not encountered any player versus player. In your main star system here, I can click on these and you can see if I had one of these long-range scanners. Let me click on that, and that's my research station. A short-range scanner lets me explore the surrounding area. And if I go and build another one, I'll be able to explore even more of these. It costs about 2,500 credits to explore each of these, let's see, areas here. And right now I don't have a short-range scanner in the area, so I can't explore the areas around it. And when I explore new areas, this whole system is mine, from what I've read, so other players can't invade me. There is combat, because there are these Cerberus vehicles that kind of inhabit the system, and I have to clear them out in order to get all my resources here. I can send my battleship after them, but I'm probably going to get it killed. Now, the only time I've encountered another player is if I go to my red star scanner, and I go ahead and open it up. I am going to... Okay, excellent. Increase my influence. So here's a red star. I found red stars you scan for in these games, and they create these little areas. These stars are usually going to go supernova, In this case, I found the area and it was going to go supernova in 15 minutes, so I had 15 minutes to go and loot resources from this area. I encountered another ship that wasn't a Cerberus ship. I think it was another player, but he was more focused on the right side of the screen. I was on the left side of the screen, and we never really encountered each other. But I can see once you get further along and you can like completely loot one of these systems to get new technology, new blueprints, that kind of stuff, I can see if me and like say 5 or 6 other people in a team that I joined encountered one of these stars and we wanted everything in the system, and then someone else in that found that same star and didn't want to let us have all that, I can see that creating some conflict. And you find blueprints in the stars. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this replay here. If I can figure out how to get back to my star system. Okay. Let us leave. Okay, there is chat now. I don't remember chat being here last time. You can join corporations. Okay, minimize that. No, I want to go back to my system. Okay, wait. I click on this, go to my jump gate. No, I don't. Forward to the end. Okay, hit my home. I should have noticed the home key there. So let's go ahead and bring up another star and see if we find anything. Dismiss. So start scanning. The scanning also takes hydrogen. I can just do a level 1. I can upgrade this to increase the level of star I can scan for. Go ahead and scan. It's going to take a few minutes here. So progress in this game is pretty slow. And you don't really hit a wall, but like for my shipments, there's a maximum amount I could do each hour before I have to pay to get new shipments. But every hour you get new shipments, so it's not that bad. It's not really a type of game I'm going to sit down and play for an hour or 2 on end. It's more a type of game you log on, maybe about 5 minutes, manage your empire, send your transports out, make sure you're mining stuff. And then later on, when you join a corporation and start interacting with other players, I can see you having to sit there and coordinate with people. But it doesn't really take a lot of time to play, and that's kind of nice. It's something I can play when I'm on break at work. Something I can play real quick without having to worry about, if I get called away and have to do something. The only thing is if you do get called away and you are currently in a star, one of these red stars, you want to make sure you don't leave your ships there, because when it goes supernova, that is it. So there's some Cerberus vehicles here, so I'm going to want to go back out to my original star system. Now I got my battleship here. We're going to send it in, and then I am also, okay, let me go ahead and speed that up, because I want to make sure he gets there. And I'm also going to send some transports, because I want to transport back the materials I find in this star. But I want my battleship to go ahead and clear some of this area first. Because the battleship has weapons, he's going to encounter some resistance from the Cerberus forces. Whereas my transports have no weapons. So I don't want them to get resistance. And while I'm doing that, I actually have a lot of money, so let's go ahead and... do I want to upgrade or build another short-range scanner? Well, let's keep this money just for now, just in case something does happen. It's always good to have money. Go ahead and make the jump. Now he jumped in. Let me go ahead and look at the star. So we have one planet here. I'm worried that if I get near the Sentinel, it's going to attack. So this could have artifacts and useful for researching new modules. So let's go ahead and send my ship here. You can kind of see the combat. I'll zoom in. Now, the combat is kind of disappointing because it's all done on this screen. I kind of like Conflict and like Master of Orion, where you go to a separate screen and have your ships versus the enemy ships, and you can kind of tactically move them around. Some other iOS games like Vega Conflict, I think things like that kind of do it. So it is something they could improve in the future, but that might not be where their whole focus is. They might not really be too focused on the ship combat. They might want to do more with just the economic side of the game, which is certainly okay as well. So once my ship gets in range, it's going to start shooting. The other ship will kind of return fire, and it just keeps going until I move my ship, or until one of the ships dies. So far, the enemy has yet to flee from me. I'm accidentally going to that, but okay, here we go. Now, when I want to repair my ship, I just go to a planet that I own, and I will pretty much repair my ship. Now that I've done that, let us go back to my... I can just hit home. Let's bring my 2 transports in. Okay, jump all docked ships. It's going to cost me 30. So I got 11 minutes left on this. So sometimes it can be a little harrowing if you're trying to get everything out of here and you're running low on time. It can kind of get you worrying. Let's see if I can take out this ship. And if I can... Okay, I want to immediately go. I don't have time to be waiting. So this is where you consume most of your hydrogen. You just don't have time to be waiting around, because this star is going to go nova in 11 minutes and 20 seconds. There's really nothing story-wise or lore-wise in the game that I found that explains why pretty much every red star you encounter in this game is about to go supernova. Might be interesting to know exactly what's going on here, because that's not actually common. Usually red stars are pretty stable, actually. Okay, this guy might actually be able to kill me. You know what, oh shoot, he's already gonna go. Well, let's see what happens. I might be able... No, I don't want to go there. Cancel. If he starts taking too much damage, I'm going to have him retreat. Let's see how my transport's doing here. Pick up some stuff. So he has some blue crystal, and there's some sort of orb here. Okay, wait. Oh, it takes 20 seconds, so... Okay, can we make this? Oh, it's going to be close. Ooh! Oh, they both died. But... that is a tragedy. But at least I can get these artifacts. And go ahead and pick this one up. So this was costly. I'm going to have to rebuild my battleship, but hopefully I'm going to get some artifacts out of this that are going to allow me to upgrade its weapons and more easily deal with enemies I find in these areas. One can only hope. So really, from playing, this seems to be the main kind of source of conflict in the game, kind of the main focus of the game. You're managing your empire with your red or your yellow star, and your empire, you can't be attacked, so it's pretty safe. You have your transports and your mining ships going out, getting you hydrogen and credits, and then you take that and kind of reinvest it in ships that can go and make the trek to the red stars. And red stars, you're going to get crystals and other items that allow you to do research. And we'll see that when we get back. We have a base which kind of is reminiscent of things like Clash Royale, where I can have up to 4 items in my research lab at one time, and each one after a few hours is going to unlock some new, usually some credits, some hydrogen, and some new technology, some sort of blueprint. And it seems like the first time you want to upgrade a particular piece of technology, it takes like 2 blueprints, and then after that it's going to take maybe 4, 8. Okay, we're going to wait for all... Well, I'll just go ahead and warp them back. Let's see how he's doing. He's loading that other artifact. And now, let's get out of here. Now, I didn't encounter any other players. I was hoping I'd find somebody. Like I said, the person I encountered, they seemed to be an active player. They were mining Basically, I was probably doing like the left side, this planet over here, and they were more focused on the right side. And we both, I think we had a ship that could attack, but we both just didn't do it. I don't think it was an AI, because it wasn't a Cerberus, and that seems to be the main AI opponents in this game. But if anyone knows better, please feel free to correct me in the comments, because I hate to put false information out there. Don't want to be spreading fake news or anything. So let's go ahead and warp back. And then, unfortunately, this star and its planets will be gone in 7 minutes. Let's go back home. And let us go to my research station, and we'll see how that works. And we'll probably put up. Oh, and then my shipyard. No, shipyard, I need to build a new ship. Let's upgrade my design. Let's see if I can upgrade it all. No. Go ahead and build a battleship. There it is. And then I can look at it. So I have a weak battery. Let's see if I want to install any new modules. I currently don't have any shields, and this is the only weapon I have. And once these guys get here, they are going to add their items that I found to this list here. So artifacts you find during missions are stored here and automatically researched one at a time. The rarer the artifact, the more valuable and unique the rewards will be. So let's let them get in. Here they go. And it should automatically unload. Oops. So here we see it's 2 hours for each one. And if I click on it, I can, of course, finish now for in-game currency. And I can also salvage these items, which won't give me the cool stuff that they probably contain, but I could get some quick credits and some quick hydrogen if I needed a quick cash flow, I guess. I don't usually recommend, or I really wouldn't ever recommend doing that unless you are just desperate for money. So, let's go back. So modules, these are modules I found, so you see I could upgrade my trade, which would give me an additional slot. So it increases total storage of a transport ship, allowing more shipments or artifacts to be carried at once. And mining. Blueprint progress for next upgrade. I've got 3, I only need 1. But I currently spend a lot of my money building new ships, so I need about 2,500. So, yeah, that is basically what's been happening past week. I've gone and opened up all these areas. I still need to clear out these Cerberus folks, so I can get over here to Lemieux. And also, let me go ahead and click on one of my planets, do an investigation. So this planet's currently level 5, and as you can see, each hour it just gives me 5 credits. And I can upgrade it for another 2,000. Let's do that. And it would just increase the amount of credits I get by 2 each hour. And it lets me store more. So the main way you're making credits in this game is by actively going and having your transport vessels go and ship goods from one planet to another, and also looting red stars. Same with hydrogen. You're going and getting that from mining. So it's not really a game where you log off for 24 hours and then you come back and your planets are busting to the seams and you do a quick little, let me go and spend all my money. You got to kind of plan long term and kind of every few hours have to micromanage your vessels to go and gain some credits. And usually about once a day I do a red star run, because it's going to take 8 hours for all these artifacts to be researched. Sometimes I do them twice a day if I have some extra space for the artifacts. But yeah, so that's pretty much what the game looks like after about a week. So far I haven't fought any other players. I've looted some red stars. Had fun trying to beat the 15-minute clock. fought some computer-controlled opponents, and really managed my trade empire. So if that looks fun to you, I highly recommend the game. And I might come back in a couple of weeks, and especially if I find any player versus player or anything new in the game, yeah, I'll go ahead and update the channel so you can kind of know what to expect. Because this is what, you know, if it's just constantly the same thing week after week, then, you know, I won't have to update. But if I find some new stuff or they add some new stuff, yeah, I'll probably update because I'm going to keep playing this. So if this game looks interesting, make sure you give it a download. It's called Hades Star. It is on iOS. Let's see, my miner ship needs new orders, so while I'm here yakking, I'm going to go ahead and give my miner ship some new orders. There you go. Go ahead and whoa, I don't want him to go there. That is a death sentence. Cancel. No, cancel. I should not be talking and... No, go. Bad. He's going to get killed. Okay, I should not talk and play strategy games at the same time. How do I can't cancel, can I? He is going to get killed. Well, before my miner gets killed, I am actually going to sign off. Like I said, if the game looks interesting, go and give it a download. Look me up at the game. My name's Owen Ajuras, as it is in most games that I play. If you like the video, if you glean some information off of it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to be updated whenever I update my videos. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.